Hey, Cameron.
Yes.
Who said season 6 wasn't a good series? Was it me? Did I say that?
If you did, I can't believe you
Just finished season 6, Wentworth.
Episode 11.
And I don't even know where to start.
Oh my god, it was so
She's
jam-packed.
alive.
She is alive.
She's alive.
I'm shaking.
I saw the black gloves.
Yes.
And how brilliant was that?
That was amazing.
Right at the end, like Channing absolutely lost his mind, but does want to hunt Ferguson.
Does want to hunt Ferguson.
And there he is.
Yeah.
He's there and it's not him.
It's not him. We thought he had the gun for Vera because what we saw.
He was not sending the text because that's from the same number as last time.
It's from the same number as last time. That's what I was thinking.
Is she alive?
Yes, she is alive. She is alive. That's why she had the gloves on. Couldn't see her burnt hands to confirm it too much.
And only someone who's got a true reason to be so vindictive to take the money and then immediately notify the cops of the whereabouts of the grave and probably send the photo soon after.
That's way too smart for anyone.
I said last week that we were potentially looking down the barrel of Ferguson being completely and utterly exonerated, and these three all ending up in prison.
Yep.
Which would be like the ultimate twist.
That's amazing.
The ultimate twist.
And it looks like a reality. Oh my god. This is incredible.
How good was this episode, though, in terms of suspense and in terms of... Like, they really, really pecked it up. Like, every storyline I was interested in for a change. Every single storyline. Because the Ruby storyline, the Murray Winter storyline, everything, like Wentworth does, everything starts to intersect towards the end of every series.
It was good enough for a finale, this episode.
It's a real intersection. How good was it to see Channing completely, like
unshaven.
A lunatic, like completely lost his mind, and all that he's spent his life doing is hunting down Ferguson.
I know. We thought that first scene would be the one where saw Ferguson or something, but it was just old Channing like grab Will, gets bashed by Will. So
everything for us is around Ferguson. That's the main storyline everyone's tuning in for. Next week is the season finale.
Yes.
Will they reveal?
They have to. They've
revealed
so much.
What will they reveal?
They will reveal that the freak's been pulling the strings as she always does.
And she's alive.
And maybe the last shot of the season 6 will be her sitting in the governor's chair or something like that. Something amazing.
It could be something amazing like that. I'm a little bit confused, or not confused, but I'm a little bit skeptical that Vera, Will and Jake would have put $500,000 cash in that bag.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to flush the person out, the blackmailer out, right? Mm-hmm. To do that, you don't need to have $500,000 in a bag.
Yeah.
You only need to have a bag.
True.
So this person who's blackmailing them got the bag brilliantly. God knows how they managed to orchestrate Channing being there. Maybe that was just a stroke of good luck for them. But somehow went straight into the car, rang the police, gave them the tip-off and the coordinates of the grave.
Yeah.
But it did not show her opening the bag.
No, it didn't.
Ferguson might not be the complete winner just yet. Even though she's winning on nearly every score, but she might.
I don't think
that bag might be full of nothing.
Yeah, but like we said when that text came through, 500k or I'll call the cops, we said that's not Ferguson at all. And it's not. And she doesn't need money. She doesn't want money. She wants power. And I think it's still weird if it's Ferguson that she wanted that money.
Actually, I really think that's a good point, because what would Ferguson want with money? She seems to have an endless supply anyway. But go back to when she said about Vera, I want to help me remember here, and people at home. I want to dismantle her professionally, psychologically, emotionally. So taking the money is just another way of dismantling Vera, because she probably knows that Vera has to sell that home, her family home, her childhood home.
Okay, yes.
Not many happy memories in that home for Vera, admittedly.
Like gloves, a brick through the window.
Stinky pants.
But I think you're exactly right. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I think you're right that the blackmailer doesn't need the money, but this was just another way. If it is Ferguson, it better bloody be Ferguson by the end of all of this. Seriously, I think it would be like outrageous for Australia and for all the Wentworth fans worldwide. It would be a travesty, an outrage if it is not her.
That would just be stupid. She had the black gloves. It's everything. It's so Ferguson. It's got her name all over it.
Now, for those of you who are tuning in and are like us, avoiding spoilers, first of all, congratulations. Well done, because we have managed to do the same. I'm not logging onto Facebook because I logged onto Facebook a couple of days ago, and the first thing that popped up was episode 12 revealed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know because I obviously couldn't investigate to find out if it was a complete phoning or not. But if you're like us, don't go onto Facebook for the next week. Next year's doesn't happen very often in your life where you're really invested in a show and it's a good show and it's a worthwhile show and you get to find out something really awesome.
I don't even go on Instagram.
No. So this is really exciting.
Yeah.
Guess what else is exciting?
What?
I said I'd do this last week. I am going to phone the number that has been stalking Vera here during this podcast.
Yes.
Good idea?
Yes. And while you phone that number, I just want to say that fight between Mari and Kaz, that was really, really well shot. It was very interesting. It's amazing how Mari got to that point where she was just angry. She wasn't getting out of prison. She just wanted revenge on that rat poisoning that Kaz did of her. Anyway, here's back over to Dad.
Okay, so you're going to read me the number and I'm going to type it in. And of course, if somebody answers, if somebody in Australia happens to have this number, they're going to be hearing from me very soon with just a single question.
Yep.
With just a single observation. I know what you did. Okay, so hang on. iPhone is open. Give me the number.
Okay, the number is 0491.
Yep.
570.
570.
159.
159.
Correct.
Optus advises that the number you have dialed has been disconnected.
Oh, well, there's a thing, isn't it? Oh.
What does it mean, disconnected? Does it mean it was a number?
See, there's another clue. It's definitely Ferguson. Because what does she do every time she's sick of her phone?
Oh.
Thinks it can be traced. She snaps it
snaps it in half.
And then smiles to the camera. No, slightly off from the camera and does that famous Ferguson satisfaction grin. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, what an incredible... It was so jam-packed. Every single scene bore some really significant storyline message. And I like how they did their slow-mo shots at the end of everyone being upset about something. That's very classic season 1 Wentworth. And it was just an amazing episode.
So let's look at some of the other stories. We will talk a little bit more about Ferguson before we go. Some of the other storylines, like I say, everything's intersecting here. This Ruby tattoo thing, like really, if my sister was trying to help me and said, you know what, we really need to get rid of this tattoo, so I'm just going to go and burn a teaspoon and then actually just pulverize it into your flesh to burn it off. If my sister said that to me, I mean... For me, I think the responses would be pretty common amongst most people. It'd be like, I'd rather just have the Band-Aid, please. Just that Band-Aid, the big one, the big white one. I'll walk around and just tell people I'm permanently injured from my boxing career.
Dad, that's sort of true, but if they suspect, like they already know that there's a tattoo on the back of someone's neck and that they're the killer, if they see a big white Band-Aid on the back of Ruby's head, they're going to know. Yeah.
I mean, really, did they have to go to that extent of burning it off?
Yeah.
It was a horrible scene, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was useless, as we found out, because Drago got that file from Smiles, and it has everything that she needs in it.
Now, just go back. Even though I thought it was brilliant how Drago finally, or Dragon, whatever her name is, finally worked out what was going on, I don't understand. She saw the photo, which... The sister had taken away Rita Wilson? Rita Connors.
Yeah, Rita Connors.
Who's Rita Wilson?
I don't know.
Shout out to Rita Wilson. You're probably in my professional life somewhere. G'day, Rita. How are you? Or maybe she's someone famous. I have no idea. Maybe someone can leave a comment and let me know who's Rita Wilson. In fact, Rita Wilson, if you're listening, please just send me a private message over YouTube. How come that photo was returned to the wall anyway?
No, it wasn't.
Well, Rita Wilson / Connors took it away.
Yeah.
And then covered it up. And then somehow back in the episode it was back again.
No, Drago just went, hey, something's wrong. This is not an arrow connecting to... Hey, wasn't there a photo of the... Oh, and then she looked at Rita and then she realised that Rita had taken it. And then that's probably what triggered her to go to Smiles and say, okay...
Hang on. So instead of... the photo being back, you're saying it wasn't back, but somehow she noticed that there was a photo missing.
Yeah, no, it was in her head. She was looking at it, she was pondering, And then that's what set her off. She looked at Rita, she knew what had happened, and she thought, if Rita's trying to cover up for Ruby, why?
Yeah, but why would the penny drop? But Rita, anyway. Look, maybe someone can leave a comment and explain that little leak. For me, it's not clear. Yeah, but not satisfactorily.
Oh my God. Everyone in the comments, tell him that I did.
And then, of course, Smiles gets handed up a whole lot of money, and that was brilliant how she found out. Because, of course, it would have been recorded when she was first during the intake into the prison.
Of course.
They record all the significant marks and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to Ruby? I would say that Dragon has to die.
Really?
Well,
otherwise Ruby has to die.
I'm looking from a writing point of view. I don't believe they're going to kill Ruby off.
Really?
That would be Then again, it's Wentworth, isn't it? So I shouldn't say that. But look, one of them's got to die. Put it that way.
Or maybe Mari has to die.
And of course, what we saw. Sorry to interrupt, but Ruby at the end is trying to kill herself because she's got the
brain aneurysm,
explosive thing in her brain.
Yeah,
and here she is giving herself 1,000 knocks to her head.
That was a horrible little thing, wasn't it?
That could be a suicide. Yeah, it was. I didn't watch that bit. I have to admit, I was under the blanket. Here in Australia, it is winter time. And we are watching winter in the cold of the night at the moment. Yeah. So I was under the blanket. I didn't watch that. I could hear it though. I could hear that horrible sound of someone smashing their head against brick.
Yeah, it's awful.
It was.
But the next episode, this episode wasn't even the finale. It was amazing. So next episode has just got to be psychotically incredible, amazing.
Now, you and I have been quite nasty towards the top dog, Kaz, for quite a long time.
Okay.
And I think with just cause, she's been a useless top dog. She's really stepped it up in the past 3 episodes or so, hasn't she?
A couple of episodes, she has. She found out about Mari, the stash. She got the stash and she planted it on Mari. She told Boomer the wrong thing, and she made Boomer against Mari and everything.
Yep.
And she slapped Ali, and she's fought Mari. She did everything right.
Yeah, she's actually acting like a top dog should.
Yeah.
And then the Shiv fight, and isn't there a rule in Wentworth Prison that it was scene 1, episode 1, I think, or around that anyway, where B. Smith was told about that button. Don't hit that button, love. Don't hit that button. That was before poor old Liz. You know, she probably doesn't know what a button is anymore, the way she's going. But back in that episode, she explained about the button, and here Ali is, she smacked the button.
I know.
And I know I'm probably getting hung up on something that's not the central theme here, but all I'm obsessed about is what's going to happen to Ali for pressing the button.
Yeah.
I was told you shouldn't press the button, but every series someone pushes the button and nothing seems to happen to them.
It's the epitome of lagging. It's the quintessential lagging. It's terrible. And only it seemed like it showed us that Ruby saw. Maybe Ruby's the only one that knows. Like everyone was looking at Kaz and Mari fighting. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah. And Mari, will she be top dog?
No, she won't.
Well, she was sort of challenging for top dog. That's what happens when you challenge for top dog. I'm not saying that's what her motivation was. She was just very angry because, unfortunately, she was looking... I believe the expression was quite blunt from her solicitor. So she marched straight in there and she
was actually taking out her anger on the solicitor. Yeah, that was misdirected, actually. She was just angry about her bad lawyer.
Yeah, that's right. Poor Kaz. She was just the victim of...
She was just there at the time.
Oh, poor Kaz.
But are we setting up for a season, in your opinion, maybe, that the Freak is the governor and Mari's the top dog?
and like Vera's in greens.
Yes. And Ruby's dead.
And Jackson and Will Jackson and Jake, they come to visit the women's prison to do the garden project. That could work, right?
That could work, yeah.
That could work. I can see them shoveling holes and planting daisies.
The thing is, if the Freak's alive and she's in the next season, the question I want to ask is then how do they enter? Does she have to just keep going? Because there's not really any more awesome way you can finish a character than burying them alive.
I know. Well, look, all is to be revealed. I cannot tell you. After being, if you go back and listen to previous podcasts, I have actually been critical of this season. I still think that there have been moments, particularly in that first episode. A first episode should be absolutely the highest caliber.
It wasn't,
and it wasn't.
No.
But I think there have been low points too in this series. I don't think it has still been up to scratch, but
No.
it is certainly coming home strong. And I am really, really looking forward to next Tuesday night,
Yes.
where we watch the season finale, and we want everybody to tune into our review next time, because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I think
A
it might
lot
be
to
an
talk
hour,
about.
but you guys don't mind.
Nobody minds. Well, we'll
This
all be in
one's-
mourning because it's gone for a while too.
Yeah,
Hopefully
true.
the gap won't be as long for season 7 this
Oh,
time too.
yeah,
It
that's
was a
right. They
long
delayed it,
gap
didn't they?
this time.
I mean, what are we in now? Like nearly September?
Yeah, it was way
for
too long.
hi-
It was more
us.
than a year this time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So leave your comments, please. Subscribe, like, all of that sort of stuff, which I hate saying, but do leave comments because we love the discussion.
Yes.
And a shout out to all those people who regularly leave comments, particularly praising this young man here,
What?
who's grinning from ear to ear. No, but a lot of people comment on what a good commentator you are.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, they do,
I don't
don't
say
they?
really.
Yeah.
You show me the comments all the time and go, look what they said about me. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So thank you, everybody. Tune in next week for another review of the season finale of Wentworth, season 6.
Yeah.